Radhe Krishna, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Welcome to Bhakti Secret episode number 18. Life is a divine experience. It is filled with divinity and positivity. But to make us realize the divinity and positivity within the life, we need a spiritual master or a guru who can show us that path or show us the right direction. We have seen in this Bhakti Secret episodes only, there have been many sages, many devotees who have actually showed us the path of true happiness. Now, this guidance doesn't come only from the sages and the devotees, but it can even come from a demon. Can a demon really guide us in the path of happiness and positivity? Yes, that is going to be the topic of our today's discussion. So the demon in the question here is Trijada. And Tirukkolur Penpillai talks about Trijada in her this Bhakti Secret. Now Trijada is a character from Ramayana, our great epic. So the verse which Tirukkolur Penpillai speaks to Swami Ramanuja is, "Did I divulge the secrets like Trijada?" So what were the secrets which Trijada divulged, and to whom we'll see in a short while. So something about Trijada, an introduction about her. So Trijada is one of the she-demons in the team Ravana. But one striking feature about her is she is a good demon, which means she has some positive traits. So this leads the Tamil poet Kambar, who has written a treatise on Ramayana, to compare Trijada with Vibhishan. Now Vibhishan, as everyone knows, was the brother of Ravana. But even though he was a demon, he displayed good qualities, he displayed positive attributes, and in fact he prevents Ravana from actually going into a war with Rama, and he highlights to Ravana that he is doing the wrong thing by trapping Sita. So this leads the Tamil poet Kambar to believe that Vibhishan and Trijada may have been related. Maybe Trijada was the daughter of Vibhishan. So what did Trijada do? Let us see. So this is the face of Ramayana, where Hanuman, after all the struggles, he has crossed the ocean from India to Lanka, and he reaches the garden which is called the Ashok One in the Lanka, where Sita is sitting beneath a tree and she is surrounded by many she-demons. Now these demons are actually pressurizing Sita to accept Ravana's proposal. So they are talking in threatening tones to Sita by saying that if she doesn't accept Ravana's proposal, they would cut her off, they would drink her blood and whatnot. Typical demon language. But in the midst of all this chaos, what Hanuman notices is there is one she-demon who is sleeping peacefully. Now Hanuman is curious, who is this? Who is not at all taking part in this chaos, and yet she is sleeping peacefully. So she must be someone good. That's what Hanuman thinks. Now when this chattering thing is going along, suddenly the she-demon who was sleeping, she wakes up. Now Hanuman is curious, what is she going to do? So she issues a warning to all the other demons who are creating troubles for Sita. So what she says is, now this demon who woke up, she is Trijada. So she says, you are all fools, because you are talking about threatening Sita and ensuring or forcing her to accept the proposal of Ravana. But she says she just saw a dream and she just woke up from that dream, and in that dream she saw that Ravana is meeting his end. There is going to be a monkey who is going to come in the territory of Lanka, and that monkey is going to set fire to the entire kingdom. Thereby, in the dream, so it's all a sequence which she is speaking of in her dream, and then there is a battle which ensues between Rama and Lakshmana's team and Ravana's team, where Ravana is ultimately defeated and Ram and Lakshman take Sita away in their divine aeroplane, or Pushpaka Vimana as it is termed in Ramayana. Now hearing this, both Hanuman and Sita felt at ease. Sita felt at ease because she knew that there was some element of truth which Trijada was speaking, and Trijada was smart enough to communicate to Sita with her eyes that things will be alright. Whatever threats these demons are giving, these are just empty threats, nothing would materialize. And Hanuman is also comfortable that there is someone who is protecting Sita from whatever is happening in that Ashok one. Now Hanuman was witnessing all this sitting atop a tree. So this was one of the incidents which Trijada did to give comfort, to give that assurance to Sita. Now if we see Trijada's role in Ramayana, it was very limited. But in that opportunity which she got, she had a big influence, she had a positive influence on Sita. So there are a couple of more incidents about Trijada, so we'll see that as well. There were a lot of instances where Ravana, after being frustrated with the attempt of convincing Sita, he used to just come in a state of fury and tell Sita that he would force himself into a physical relationship with her should she not accept the proposal. Now Sita was naturally taken aback. She was shocked hearing such words from Ravana. So again, in these instances, Trijada came to the rescue, where she divulged a very important secret about Ravana to Sita. So she asks Sita not to worry at all about these words which Ravana is throwing at her. Again, those are empty threats, because she is aware of a curse which Ravana has. Now the curse goes like, if Ravana would force himself into a physical relationship with a woman, his head would be blown into pieces if that relationship was not by consent. Now this was again a very important secret which was known only to Ravana and some specified people, and Trijada was one among those. And she divulged this secret because she knew the dharma and the adharma, and she was on the side of dharma mentally, even though physically she was in the team Adharma, let us put it that way. So when Sita heard these words again, that gave a lot of comfort and solace to her. So this was the second incident. There was another incident which is spoken of in Ramayana when during the battle time, Ravana, what dirty trick he used to do was to take a severed head of Rama, which was a fake makeup, and he used to just carry that torso with blood dripping in front of Sita to say that Rama has been defeated. This is his torso and he is no longer there, so Sita should accept Ravana. Now this again, there is no need to explain the shock waves it would send to a wife on seeing such visuals and hearing such words. But again entered Trijada to explain to Sita and to convince her that whatever Ravana was demonstrating, it was just a fake head, and in fact the truth is Ravana is actually heading towards defeat, and with his frustrating attempts he is just trying everything in his book, but he is going to be unsuccessful, Sita, don't worry. So this assurance further strengthened Sita's confidence. So if we see, Trijada has always been there for Sita in helping her, staying positive, in influencing her mind and ensuring that she was not distracted by whatever was going around. So these are the set of incidents about Trijada which Tirukkolur Pen Pillai is thinking about when she is describing this line, did I divulge the secrets like Trijada? So Trijada did talk about the secrets she was not supposed to, but that was for the benefit of Sita. So here the comparison or the benchmarking which Tirukkolur Pen Pillai is doing is about the compassion, about the comfort, about the assurance which Trijada did to Sita. So Tirukkolur Pen Pillai feels that she never gave such comforting words to Sita. Forget Sita, she has never demonstrated such a compassion to any other person in Tirukkolur. So what is her right to stay in the divine land of Tirukkolur? So that is her lament, and she argues with Swami Ramanuja against staying in Tirukkolur. So this was the little cameo which Trijada played in Ramayana. Now if we were to draw parallels in our own life, there are many instances when we see that people are threatened with, or they are told about, informed about some negative incidents, bad incidents, evil incidents by people around them, and that leaves the person shell-shocked. Now there would be some people, like say the friends, relatives, colleagues, or even strangers who would come to the rescue at that moment, and they would give some comforting words, assurance, words of solace which would comfort this person that things are going on well. Similarly, even in our case, we would have played the role of Trijada in helping someone to overcome some kind of a suffering or a misery or some kind of depression which the person is going through. So positive words have a lot of power in them. Providing support through positive words and speech goes a long way in influencing the mind of the affected person, just like Trijada did to Sita. So the short message from this short episode is to be a guide or a well-wisher without any self-centered intentions. So that's the message which Trijada teaches us, and we should ponder over this and try to implement this in our day-to-day lives. So this was all from our Bhakti Secret episode number 18. Stay blessed, stay happy, be positive, and stay tuned for our next episode. Radhe Krishna, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.